Hi. All right. Today we're going to look into a very interesting post or a very interesting topic. And that topic is going to be about why would you consider a DIY website via Wix or Squarespace or Shopify versus a custom-made professional solution for your business. And to be honest, the answer to this question is very straightforward. There's only one reason really, and that reason would be the budget, right? People tend to jump onto these sort of DIY platforms simply because they want to save money. That's it. Now, there are a couple of different aspects that they are missing in the overall picture, and I'm just going to try and cover them along the way. You can read all this information in the blog post below, but if you are like me and you prefer to watch videos, then just sit back, relax, and enjoy. This is going to take a few minutes. It's not going to be a long one. I'm trying to keep it short and sweet. But in reality, there are a couple of important factors that you're going to have to consider at the very beginning. So the first one is, do you know what you're doing? That's the first very important question. You see, when I need a plumbing job, I tend to call the plumber because I know that they will do the job much better than me. Not that I'm not going to be able to do it. I probably will, but it's going to take me a lot of time, and chances are it's not going to work out the first time. Well, it goes the exact same way when it comes down to a website. Now, yes, when you're using a web builder platform, most of the technical aspects are already taken care of. So really, they try to present it to you as a drag and drop, very easy to use. And in reality it is. But the actual problem that you're going to be facing is going to be entirely related to what actually goes onto the web pages, how to create the web pages, how to optimize the images, how to even find the images in some cases. We quite often have customers that come to us after they have tried to build a website of their own, and it's always the same. It's always the same questions, really. It's tried to do it, but I didn't even know what to put on the menu, or I tried to do it, but for some reason it's very slow. We looked into it and we realized that the images are huge, and the content isn't optimized at all. But that's just an additional technical aspect. The biggest concern that you should take into account is the fact that you don't know how to create a compelling web copy. The only reason why you want to build a website is because you want to expand your business. The only reason why you want to build a website is so that you can get more customers. It's very simple, right? Now, if you don't know what you're doing, on a face-to-face conversation with a client, you might be amazing. But when it comes down to laying it down on the web page and structuring the content, making it easy to read, using the correct fonts, the correct sizes, the correct colors, the correct color combination altogether related to the nature of your business, that's where you're going to be struggling. And this is why when you look at a specific website, you would go, wow, that's a nice one, it's a good business. And then when you look at another website, there is something funky going on over there. You don't know what it is, but you know something's not right. There's something that is really irritating for you. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't know how to position your brand and content correctly, people will not be converting from the website. Now I'm going to bounce back to the original question about the price. Again, the point here is not to try to sell you anything. The point here is to try and make you, or give you a choice to make an educated decision on how you're going to move forward. Coming from the idea that we have a lot of customers that bounce to us and sort of stick with us because of they tried to build it themselves and it didn't work, or it took forever simply because they didn't know what to do. What we decided to do is we decided to provide a compelling package, which is on par with the prices of all these web builders, but a package in which you don't have to do anything at all. Basically, it's a real swift operation. What happens is we have a quick interview with you, we go through your business, we go through the idea, then we sit down and work on it. We sit down and we create a wireframe, we sit down and we create an idea design for you, we sit down and we create an architecture that can be scaled at the moment your business grows. An architecture that is easy to adapt and adjust based on what we see in the back end. And it's also going to be made in such a way that it can switch things very easily. And at the same time, we're giving you a system that you can modify yourself as well. So you don't have to rely on us. I mean, You don't have to raise a ticket or make a phone call. You can log into the website and you can make the changes yourself as well. Now, if you take this opportunity and you compare it with any other web builder, in reality, there is no difference. The price is the same, if not even a little bit cheaper. The options for you to edit are exactly the same. But then on top of it, you have security, which is absolutely phenomenal because we're keeping all the websites up to date at all times. You have a active support available to you. So basically, should something go wrong, you can simply pick up the phone and call. You don't have to go through tickets. You don't have to go through whatever. You can just call if it's an emergency, and there is always someone to pick it up. And on top of all this, you have someone who will create the content entirely the way you want it. So you don't have to come up and think about all the different aspects of what you're going to write down, but it's more going to be like, okay, there you go, all the pages already written. How would you like us to edit them for you? And that's the way it goes. So basically, you will be able to see the pages even before they're created. You will be able to read the content and decide, is this good for me? Is this not good for me? Do I want to change it? And so on and so forth. It's the easiest and more logical choice. But I'll leave it up to you. Down in the article, we're breaking down a few more details with regards to scalability and SEO and architecture like this. I'm not going to spend time explaining about them on this video because it's a huge topic that we can talk for hours and hours. I'll leave it down to you. Feel free to read the article, but I would simply suggest that if what you have just heard makes sense to you, fill in the form at the bottom. Get on a quick call with us. It will take you 10 minutes, not more. Let's see what we can do. And if it works out for you, then perfect. Let's go and do it. If it doesn't, it's okay. It's going to take you 10 minutes. You're not risking anything. All right? Thank you. Bye-bye.